get through those hurdles and those things that you look at the film when you have a time to sit down and kind of find ways to get better. But I think all in all, the contributions, you mentioned Maxi Kleber. I look at a guy like Marcus Smart, who's a plus 18.
Yeah.
Those little things that don't show up in the box score, big on that final defensive possession, no matter what the call was. And so, yeah, a total team win for this squad.
You know, we got to set up this last sequence because the Lakers actually only had a 1-point lead, and Markkanen had a shot from about 15 feet. He missed it. We thought that ball went out of bounds. It did not. Luka get fouled. Luka goes to the free throw line, hits one. So they have a chance to either win or tie, and it's Maxi Kleber on Keontae George, and that's great defense and ball game.
Yeah, that's great defense, but it also goes you to the I hadn't used this word in a long time, veteranism.
Use it, Rob.
The young fella doesn't have any veteranism. Know that the way the NBA is calling this now, if you don't fade with that shot, you go straight up, you get the fouling and go to the line to be able to win this thing. But let's give it now back on the good side. It was just Keeler being able to, switch and then understand that the contest was a great contest and to play very well. So that was a really strong defensive play down the stretch for the Lakers.
So Luka Doncic, we'll start with him, guys, on a night where he was just 3 for 12 from 3, and a night where he said, I got to make that extra free throw there. And he also talked about just, being a little tired, the legs there in Utah. But he gets it done still. Allie, 33 points, 10 of 24, got the 11 rebounds and 8 assists.
Yeah, I do like still the 10 of 12. Obviously, He wants those couple of free throws. But I just think, again, it serves as an opportunity to show you the attack mode that he stayed in, especially when the 3-ball wasn't falling. But I think the way Luka, he's such a game manager. And from start to finish of this one, I think he provided the right amount of what the team needed in that certain moment. I think we've looked at it at the start of the game, outside of his skill set, just the extra energy, the extra pep in his step that he was able to provide, constantly, consistently finding guys offensively and then carrying his own when he needed to defensively. I just think Luka has been so steady and consistent this season in all facets of the game when he's on the floor, and tonight was continued step in the right direction for him in this squad.
Yeah, Luka was amazing. Let's get home and get the legs under you and make some free throws, Luka. I just think what he did tonight was incredible, carrying the team for those first couple of quarters and putting us in a position to win, because being a former player and going into Utah, no matter what team they put on the floor, they have a great fan base, and it's hard to win in that building, especially on one of these games that could be a slip game for you, because you think about you have 4 days off, and then you go into Utah for one game. Your mind is somewhere else probably. But they came in and like, okay, we got to win this thing. You think about it, though. You got Thanksgiving coming up. Mm-hmm. You're going to Utah for one game. You're going to be home for Thanksgiving. You got family coming in.
Got 4 games in a row coming home.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that be on your head other than this game right here. But kudos to them. They played big, and LeBron played great. Everybody in the starting 5, except Aiden, was in double figures. So it was a total team effort.
Key part of that game for me, guys, that third quarter, the Lakers had that drought where they just couldn't score, couldn't scratch for over 3-4 minutes, and it was an 11-0 run by the Jazz, and the Jazz ended up going up 7. But the Lakers close on a 13-3 run to end that quarter and kind of take over that game again. Time to hear from head coach J.J. Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. Access 360. Lakers good on the fast break, Rob.
Oh, so you making me do that and go to the wall?
Yeah.
Man, I wish. This is why I miss
Allie,
big game,
I should have thrown the ball to you, Allie.
Oh, my
you should
goodness,
be.
man.
KYP.
So, man.
KYP,
but
you should be.
Hey,
we're doing something else.
This is the BSBD that we get ready to do right here. And it's about,
He can work.
good defense, good offense. Right here, you got LeBron getting a nice pick and roll. This is becoming one of the staples in the Lakers offense where you set a pick and slip. So now you set the pick and you slip. Oh, but that slip pass was even better. That should be the what? Oh, y'all not even paying attention. Right here, now you got great defense by RH. Great block. His thing about Rui, he's not known for his shot block ability. He can because he's so athletic. Right
Paying
there.
attention, Rob, now.
He gets that. Now he's off to the fast break. Right here, he has the option to go right or left. But if he goes left, that's going to freeze the defense. So he goes left. The defense has to freeze right there. He's able to do the slow motion. Everybody see the little kid running the bases? That slow motion he did, that's what he was doing. Right here, now you got another pick and roll. Jackson Hayes switches. This is good defense right here. Mm-hmm. Everybody's up, everybody's moving. Look, you got a little back door. You got Larry Markin right here. Luka, this is where they anticipate the switch, but Luka says, you know what? I'm in great defensive position. Say it for me.
Nutmeg.
There you go. Nutmeg, because I've never used that term in my life before, unless I'm putting a little nutmeg in my pancakes. But other than this, Jackson
You ain't cooking.
Up top.
Cooking.
I do cook. Up top, right here. Now we got Austin Reaves with the rebound up top. Here's Luka. Luka has 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders around him. What he's going to do, I'm going to go to the hole and make y'all all pay attention to me and give it to my favorite guy, RH. At this moment in the game, RH was on fire. I would do Flames, but Flames are reserved for James, and he's not here tonight. So that's what you have to do when Sharon is carrying Allie up top one time, pick a ball player. All right, and then, you just share the ball, you have fun with it, and then you enjoy the moment.
He's a competitor. We don't. Okay?
We're on different teams, guys.
Okay.
Different teams.
My bad.
You want to jump in on that play, Allie, since I didn't give you the...
The nutmeg, the cinnamon spice.
Yeah.
Just how cool it was.
Yeah, just,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Kevin Love is going to feel picked on by the Lakers.
Oh.
It was a great breakdown. And I think the biggest thing for this team is when you talk about where you need to get to defensively, the sharing, the carrying, the ball movement, the execution, the cutting off ball offensively, bringing it all together. They've had great glimpses of it throughout this early part of the season, but it's only going to continue to get better. And plays like that show you exactly why they're capable.
Austin Reaves ended up with 22 points. He's with Mike Trudell.
Awesome. Before that, Utah kind of made that final push. Maxey was in there for a while. Gabe, but what did they bring defensively in that fourth quarter?
They were huge. They both, provided, really big minutes and, were very impactful to us winning that game. If we didn't have them, we probably wouldn't have won that one.
Did you guys have any read on how DA is, even spirits-wise, after having to leave the game?
I haven't been able to talk to him yet, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's just frustrated because he wasn't able to continue. We obviously missed him, but it was next man up mentality, and Maxey came in and changed the game.
What did you think of Maxey's minutes, especially in the second half?
I've given him many compliments in games before, and he always tells me that he didn't play good. So I told him today, I was like, I know you think I'm messing with you every time I talk to you, but he was one of the best players on the floor for us tonight. Just energy, effort, the way he plays, the plays he made. It's not easy to do, sit in the whole first half and then coming out there and, doing what he did. So big, you tip your hat to guys like that and you want to see them succeed.
You've had the start you've had of the season. The team's had the start it's had to the season, but nobody can make a three on this team, yourself included, right now. What's going on with that part of things? It doesn't seem like it's a quality issue. Some of you guys are getting pretty good shots.
No, I mean, I think, to start the... Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry, TT. Sorry, TT.
That's even better.
Sorry.
Better.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you'll start making them now.
I'll do anything to make a three right now. To start the third quarter, I got 2 looks. Willie got a good look in the quarter. Brian got a good look in the corner. I think Luka had 1 or 2 good looks, and I don't think we made one of them. JJ said it after the game. We're 12-4, and are we the worst 3-point shooting team in the league?
In some metrics, just about.
There you go.
You still have mix coming into tonight.
So, if they go in, we win more games. So, it's very, encouraging. We know we got guys in here that can shoot the ball. Just unfortunately, they haven't went in yet.
LeBron, it seems like every night in the NBA, a team's up 10, late, and the other team kind of cuts into it and it can flow. What's the key to just getting one key stop, making one key play, and what was that tonight?
You just said it. I think we went up 11, turned the ball over, had an opportunity to push it up, but it's the NBA. You got great players all over the league, and there's no league that's safe. And you always got to play to the end of the horn. We did that. I was able to get that last stop.
Luka was saying in the walk-off that it's obviously odd to have 4 days basically between games, and it can get into a rhythm. I would expect particularly for you, since you just played your first game, how do you kind of manage through that physically, and now as you hit the more routine schedule coming up this week?
Actually, I'm excited about the normal routine. That was definitely odd. You kind of, I was already not with a rhythm, and then you had 4 days, you kind of get out of rhythm even more. So, but it was good. We did some great things this week. I was able to get on the practice court a lot and do a couple of things as a team bond and things. So that was great. But happy to get back on the basketball floor and play some ball.
Marcus said he thinks an early characteristic for this team is
resiliency, and that explains the 12-4 record. You had to show it again tonight with DeAndre going out. What did you see out of Jackson and Maxey?
Everything that we needed. Obviously, Jackson has been in a starting role with us before, so very easy for him to step into that role. But Maxey gave us big-time minutes, brought physicality, had a big-time move towards the end to get that dunk. Had a couple rebounds, a couple blocks. He was big for us, and we needed that.
LeBron said basically, who cares, keep shooting. I mean, like, you guys as a team have not shot the ball well at all yet this season.
It won't last. I'm not worried about it. We got too many good shooters. It won't last.
How encouraging? There's almost a few. You guys are still 12.
We're getting great looks. I mean, if we were shooting bad shots and missing, then we could be, worrying about, okay, how can we create better looks? We're getting great looks, all of us. So not worried about that. The numbers will average out.
People talk about getting back into, there's getting back into shape and there's getting back into basketball shape and getting your basketball wind. I think it was in the second quarter. You kind of looked over the bench, put your hand up.
In the second? First, second, third, and fourth. Shit.
Well, there was after one of them.
Come get me.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
You found yourself, though, involved in, I think, 3 straight buckets after one of those. Kind of, where's your wind at right now?
Well, like I said, the 4 days didn't help it. I mean, we practiced a couple times. We had a couple scrimmages, but the only way to get back in basketball shape is to be playing in basketball games. So, I'm in great shape physically, but as far as my wind, and it doesn't help to my second game back. The game, I'll get better and better. My wind to get better and better, but shit, like this week was kind of like my training camp for me, to be honest. I didn't get an opportunity to practice with the guys at all, throughout camp, throughout the preseason. So, I'm still working my way back.
You guys got the Clippers coming up, and Chris Paul announced over the weekend is going to be the final season for him, and obviously you gave some respect for him on social media. You guys have been intertwined in so many ways over the course of your career. What's your thought about him, kind of making the announcement, and what do you wish for him to get out of his final season?
Happiness, just be as happy as he possibly can. You don't want to look back on it, when you're done and be like, I was angry or I didn't, take full advantage of, your last year and things of that nature. So, I know he's happy being back in LA with his family, seeing little CP, seeing his daughter, seeing what they're doing. I know that's pretty special to him. So hope he can just get joy out of this final year. And, like you said, we've known each other for forever. So hell of a player, hell of a career. I can go on and on and on, but it's awesome. I mean, he has nothing to hang his head about. He's done pretty much everything that this league had to offer, and I just hope he just takes it all in. This is his last hoorah, so we'd never get this moment again once you're done, to be able to go out and be in the arena.
Going back to the shooting.
Last question.
You mentioned that you guys are creating good shots, and despite the looks not going down, you guys are still 12-4. Does that inspire confidence that you guys are winning these games? Does that inspire confidence in terms of what this group can be and the long-term outlook once those shots do start to fall?
We're not worried about that. Like I said, if we were out there not creating great looks, or we were not playing, or we were playing selfish basketball, it's not our MO. So, you look at over half of the threes that we missed tonight, a lot of them was wide